So this is probably the worst Lego Star Wars set ever released. It looks way too basic, the rockwork looks horrible, and the play features are just way too boring. Even my dog can make a better set than this. In today's video, I'm going to be transforming this awful Lego set into a complete masterpiece. This is probably going to be one of the most interesting challenges that I've done. So let's start building. I was gonna start taking this set apart, but after all the shit that I've talked about this set, I think it's only right to do this. Hooray! I'm going to start this mock by setting up and building the foundation. I'm going to make it as big as the Lego set. Next, I'm going to place some 2x4 bricks to establish the height of the terrain. I decided to add more height to increase the area of rockwork and to make the mock more elevated, so this way it looks more like a small mountain, which is where this duel takes place at. Unlike the Lego company, of course, I want to make this build as accurate as possible to the scene. At first, I was going to do only one layer of 2x4 bricks, but then I decided that it would look better if I added a second layer. Okay guys, so this is how the mock looks so far. I've already made the foundation. As y'all can see, the mock is coming up together. I'm going to do a different type of rock work because usually I just do the rock work in these areas, but now I'm going to do it on this area. So I think that will be pretty interesting. It's my first time doing this type of rock work. Like I said on previous videos, I'm trying to use different techniques on each and every single mock so I can learn, so I can get better. But yeah, this is how it looks right now. Here is where the power generator is going to be. We're gonna put some things here, and the mountain where Tala is sniping is going to be settled here. But we're not gonna do that yet. Right now, we're just gonna start off doing some rock work here, so we can start doing the floor, then the mountain, power generator, and all the add-ons. So let's keep building, man. So this is where I start doing the rock work. Like always, I start on the left side. I don't know why. It's kind of a habit for me, I guess. I can say that it was the most fun I've had building this mock. I haven't had this much fun in a minute. It was so satisfying and fun doing the rock work for this mock. I think this is the best rock work I've done in all my mocks. I gotta say, I've improved a lot in building, especially at doing rock work. I used to hate doing rock work because I wasn't good at it, so it was boring for me. But now, it was the complete opposite, and I'm looking forward to keep adding rock works on my next mocks. Also, I do gotta say that this Lego set has something good apart from the minifigs, and that's the pieces. Majority of the pieces that I used for this rock work were pieces that came in the set. It has a lot of slope pieces that are very useful for doing rock work, and they were very useful for me to take this mock to the next level. So if you're a mock builder and you want a Lego set with good pieces, this set is probably your best option. Yo guys, be honest with me, have I improved? Cause if you ask me, I've gotten 10 times better than I was doing the rock work. Holy Jesus, what is this? Look at this masterpiece. Yo, Nah, this looks amazing. If y'all go back to my channel, way back to my old videos, when I used to do rock work, it was whack. Like, it didn't even look like rocks. But this, yo, nah, this looks amazing. Wow. Y'all know what's crazy? That I just started putting pieces together, and this is how it turned out to be. And like I say, I used a different technique. So now that we're done with the rock work, now we need to get into the main buildings, which is the thingy that goes right here, the mountain that goes right here, and the generator. So let's keep building. So at this point, I'm pretty much done with the terrain of the MOC. I'm placing some place to cover the 2x4 bricks to be done with the terrain and start building the columns where the furnace is located. Doing this column was very easy due to the fact that it has a simple shape that can be built with just a couple of bricks and some slope pieces. Although I got confused plenty of times because I didn't want this structure to look blocky. Here I start building the furnace, which is the same one that comes in the Lego set. I don't have many brown pieces, so I just had to use the same design from the set, which is not that bad at all. It's just that it's way too small and it looks like a barbecue grill when it's supposed to look like a Star Wars furnace. At the end of the day, it still looks like a little bit like a furnace, so I'm not complaining. I can work with that. My main focus on this MOC is not placed on the small add-ons. I really don't care that much about how the furnace looks. So guys, I'm finished with the generator or furnace, whatever it is. I'm done with it. I'm done with the column that goes here that holds the generator or the furnace. So now I'm going to proceed and go with the two mining looking carts. This is the one that comes in the set, but I think that I'm going to make this exact same design, but in a different color. I think I'm gonna do it dark gray. So as y'all can see, I'm still going to use the same model for the mining carts. I did do a little bit of changes to it. I changed the headlights. This is how they're shown in the show. This is more accurate. And I did another one, but in a different color. I know this is not accurate, but it adds a little bit of color to the MOC, so it's gonna make it better in my opinion, because none of these are accurate. This is the one that appears on the Lego set, and this is not even accurate because they're both gray, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color to the MOC. So we're almost there. We're about to finish the MOC, but first we gotta complete one of the most important parts of a MOC, which is the floor. I wanted to make this floor look smooth and add some fire right in the middle of the whole MOC. In the Lego set, they added just a little bit of fire, pretty much like a spark, but I'm not cool with that. I thought that it would look sick to add flames all over the place in the MOC, so that's what I did, and it definitely worked. I feel like if I didn't add this special tone of the place being in flames, the MOC would have looked too basic, and that's not what we want. So guys, this is how the mock turned out. We turned this awful set into this complete masterpiece, and this looks amazing. I'm very pleased with how I transformed this. I'm very pleased with how I made this mock. So y'all can see we got Obi-Wan right here in the air being chokehold by Darth Vader. We got some cards here that I added another one because in the actual scene there's like about 2 cards, and there's also a speeder, but obviously the speeder is not included in the set, and it just doesn't fit the mock. As y'all can see, we got Talia, I forgot her name. We got her here besides the furnace. Now I wanted to do the mountain where she's sitting on a little bit bigger, but I couldn't do it because there wasn't enough space. As y'all can see, this is how it looks from the side. You know, a little bit of rock work. It looks very well. What I like the most about this mock is the rock work. Like, look at this. Look at this, guys. This is a masterpiece. This is a piece of art. This is by far the best rock work I've ever done on a mock. It might even probably be the best freeform mock I've ever done on this channel. I love how I did it. This time, I usually do the rock work on the bottom part, but this time I also did the rock work on top, and wow man, this looks amazing. I also like the fire that I did, the technique that I used for the fire. I added the fire pieces. I added the small ones and the big ones too. I think it looks pretty nice. At first I wasn't gonna add these pieces, like the fire pieces, but then I was like, nah, this looks too simple. You feel me? I wanted to make the mock more interesting. So y'all can see the crates are falling down here, which are the ones that spread the fire. At first I was gonna put this mining cart or whatever it is. I was just gonna put it there, like this one over here, but then I was like, wait, but before Vader has Obi-Wan on a chokehold, he like force pushes the cart. So that's what I did, and I think it looks good. It looks like the fire is spreading out. We also got the robot here. I didn't want to put him on the mock, but I had to because he comes in the set too. He's just sitting there completely useless, just looking how Obi-Wan is getting slaughtered by Vader. But yeah guys, here's the furnace too, and here's Tala. I didn't want to add her on the mock either. But yeah guys, let me know what you think about this mock. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I love it. I have to rate it 1 to 10. I'll give it a solid 9.5 because this is just amazing. But yeah guys, let me know what I did bad on this mock. Let me know if you don't like it, and if you did, tell me why. What was your favorite part of this mock? And if you enjoyed this video, please like the video, and of course subscribe to the channel. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. May the force be with y'all always.